Yo guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the Homegrown project, and this is the review of the 9th season, I believe this is, we're in. I think we're 9 seasons in now, so let's jump in, sort of go through everything, see how we finished, how we got on, and go through the team and what we're going to plan to do next season. So let's jump into it. Right, probably should start with what happened the last few games, if we fly down to the bottom, because we had the last three. We finished the season on the 3-game loss. We came back against Levante, beat them 2-0. Beat, was it gone back up to the top? Athletic Bilbao 3-0. Lost 2-1 to Barcelona. And drew 1-1 against Granada. So, played a bit better in the last few games. A little bit disappointed not to get anything off Granada, but that's life. So, yeah, not a great deal happened there. In terms of how we finished in the league, we finished 4th. I think that's over the last few seasons. We've finished 7th the first year. Well, we came up and finished 7th, finished 3rd the year after, 2nd the year after that, and we dropped to 4th this year. It's not too bad. Barcelona, Real Madrid, and Atletico are very, very good teams. So I was actually generally quite pleased how we did. Didn't have as good a season this year. We drew a lot more games than we did last year. Same with losses. So a little bit disappointed. We've scored 72 this year, conceded 28. So quite pleased with that. What did we do last year? We scored 18, conceded 31. So ratio is about the same. So it's not too bad. And we're second top goal scorers in the division. Real Madrid, the only team that get higher than us. Atletico and Barcelona just a couple of goals behind. League-wise, generally I was quite happy. Start of the season where I sort of dropped off near the mid to end of the season, which was a little bit disappointing. I didn't really want to drop as far as we did, but it happens. I'd like to miss out on the Europa League. Ooh. That's it really in terms of the league. Granada, Sonan, Vallecano have gone down. So yeah, going to see how we can improve on this for next season and try and catch up to Real Madrid, Barcelona, and Atletico, and see if we can beat them. In terms of overall stats, top goal scorer was Hernandez. He got 31 in the league all season. Gabbiadini was there. Carlos Ruiz was on 19. That's not that bad. Who wants him? Real Betis and a team in France. We'll scout him and have a look at him. Juan Luis, not bad again, but he's on loan from Inter. I probably won't give him. Fran Duran is probably he's contracted with Barcelona. Don't want to do that. He's finishing in 19. Let's scout him, see if we can get him. If not, try and get him in on loan if we can. Jota's excellent. Griezmann is only up there. He's 34 now. Okay. Assist wise, who's this guy? Doesn't look too bad, to be honest. Sands is up there as our top assist maker and 12. Camero. And in terms of Spanish players, Ramirez is up there. He's had a little bit of a slower season in terms of assists, but I've dropped him back a bit, so that's probably why. Key tackles, do we have anyone on here? Nope. Is there any Spanish players? Valero. Doesn't look too bad. But we'll see on him. And who's this guy? Ivan Fernandez. No, I'm probably not going to go in for him. Anything else? Clean sheets. Where do our goalkeepers at? Not even on the list. Clean sheets. Portilla's on there with 10. Yeah. Not a lot there. Goalkeeper I've improved. So I'll go through transfers in a minute. Most tackles. Yes, not too many there. We don't think. Most dribbles. Ramirez is up there, so quite happy for him. Tenorino is the left wing I was looking at buying. We'll see about him later on. If I get him in on loan, I might. Key passes. Hernandez is up there, so not too bad there. Hitting at target. Fernandez is up there, 62% of his shots on target, so pretty good. Average rating was the one I was looking at, I wanted to see. Best player in the division, Ramirez, very good. Hernandez is up there as well. Hurst is up there. Inaki's up there. So we've got a couple of good players in the top 10. Or top 12 really. 4 players in the top 12, so I can't really complain too much at that. But, doing quite well there. So I think, in stats team-wise, I think it's more or less average possession. We have the most average possession, really? I wasn't expecting that. I don't think we're really on many of the others. 4th in most clean sheets. Pass completion with 2nd. Wow. Most crosses is us. Okay, so apparently we keep the ball and get a lot of crosses in the box. Which isn't too bad. We score a lot of goals, so it's my mummy. Right, let's actually look at the players now, sort of see how the team's done in general, and sort of break down the squad. As we go through, we're going to get rid of all of these. Start with the goalkeepers. Sort of been a mix of both keepers playing this season. First one being Portilla, started off the season. I think he's probably hit his potential. He's probably not going to get any better than what he is. And that's just my honest opinion, that I think he's not going to progress us and get any better. He's 24. I think that's probably where he's going to finish. I'm probably going to end up moving him on. Gottel, his deputy. Again, he looks like he can get a bit better. He's only 21. But he looks like he can get a bit better. But there's games where it just felt like we didn't have a goalkeeper. It's like, yeah, not quite what we wanted. So they didn't do too badly. Average rating of 6.89, 6.93 over those sort of amount of games, not too bad. I've got a new goalkeeper coming in, agreed a deal, signed him, coming in for next season, going to be the number 1. So one of them is probably going to move on or get loaned out. So we'll just see how that goes. For defenders, we've got quite a good selection, to be honest. Ortega's going to go out on loan. I'm going to get him a move out, see if we can get him some first team football somewhere. I'm training out the left winger role, see if he can sort of do it, but I don't know. So Jimenez is going to get sold. He's on 25 grand a week, may as well sell him. So we're going to start off with our main centre backs being Inaki, who's our top quality, top man, the man of the team, and probably our best centre back at the minute. Physically, he's excellent. He's not as quick as I thought he was. I thought he was a little bit quicker than that. Mentally good. Technically he's good. His tackling could be a little bit better, but it's not too fussed about that. He can improve that. He's only 22. He's wanted by Man United and Milan. If they hit the release fee, he's going to go, to be honest. But he is not going if I've got to accept an offer. So they can all draw on, basically. Next one is Charles Kumalis. I still can't pronounce his surname. Again, it looks excellent. He's a left-footed player, plays on the left-hand side. Physically good, mentally not as good, but he's only 20, he can improve, and technically decent. Heading, marking, tackling good. And let's actually see if we can offer him a new deal. And let's just see. Yes, we can. Right, what's this? He's on 45, so he only wants a little bit more. On up his release fee to about 20. So do that. I'll up his wage a little bit as well. Keep him happy there. Loyalty, go up to 2 million. Give him that. Mainly to get that release. Will they 63? It's better than 49 or whatever it currently was, so I can deal with that. I want to keep him. He's 20. He's going to be the staple of our team. In terms of rating, they've all done pretty well. Rodrigo played 7 games. Who else played? Pascal played as our other centre back. He actually didn't do too badly, to be honest. Physically, he's just a beast. You just don't want to mess with him. Technically, he's where he's let down, but physically is what makes him a good player. He's quick. He's physically strong. He's quick. His position is good. His determination is good. work rate could be better, but his tackling, marking, and heading could go up 1 or 2 each, maybe. 1 is probably going to be the best option there. And his contract runs out in a year by the look of this. 2020. Yes. Why didn't that come up telling me that runs out? I'll put it on a bit more. So you got a release fee of 50. So that's going straight back up. I'll give you a little bit more cash. Alright, there we go. Don't really want to lose him. He's an excellent player. Who else? No one else really played. Well, Taker didn't even play this season. Rodrigo sort of came in, did a job when needed. I'm probably going to end up moving him on. One Cormanis didn't overly play, sort of had a couple of games here and there, as and when needed. But again, I'm probably going to sell him. We got him on 500k from Barcelona. He's valued at 1.8. He's wanted by Mets, so I'm probably going to shift him on. So yeah, in terms of centre back, I'm generally quite happy with what we got. We are improving it, so that's a good start. What's that? Interceptions, pretty good. 666 for Inaki. I didn't even notice that before. Key headers, Inaki's brilliant in the air. Average rating of 7.28, 7.16, and Pascal 7.23. So very, very good ratings for the 3 centre backs who played the majority of the season. I'm very, very pleased with how they are progressing. Right, defensive mid. We only really played Hurst, who again, quality player. He's only 21. He's wanted by Juventus, Milan, and Napoli. Why is it always taking me there? Well rounded. Then he sat lower than 10 is jumping. To be honest, that's not bad. He's just such a well-rounded player. He's just quality and just goes up and down the field as and what is needed. Other player to play defensive mid is Noel Anthony. Came in January. Looks excellent. Definitely going to improve and see how he gets on this next season. I think he's going to start. I'm going to push Hurst up into the centre mid role because Duran, I think, sort of hit his potential. He's going to be more the backup player this year or this next season to see how he gets on. Because I think a couple of games he sort of didn't. I don't quite know what I'm saying. Didn't quite do what I thought he was going to do, and he sort of had a couple of games where he sort of hit and miss. So he's probably going to end up being more the backup, and Hurst is going to move into the central role with Anton behind him because I want to give him game time. He looks excellent. And if he can get anywhere near that 5-star potential or 4.5-star potential, excellent, because I want to give him time to improve. What's this? Yes, we'll deal with him in a minute. We'll look at that after. Normal midfielders, already gone through these 3. Centre mid, otherwise, we had Jose Luis. Didn't play a lot of games, but he looks excellent. I might get him out on loan next year. Try and get him some first team football somewhere. Give him a full season of actual playing. Because he played in the under-19 group. 36 again there, did excellently. He played a few games for us and did quite well. So I definitely want to give him first team football next year somewhere. And probably going to be on loan. Definitely one I want to keep an eye on for the future. And Cam really only played 2 players or 3 players. Manu, who is 33, is retiring at this season, but I've offered him a new deal. Try and sort of keep him here. He's gone more to a backup role because that's what he's going to be doing. He's got the experience more than anything that I want to keep in the team. Because Sergio is our main player there. Did excellently. He picked up an injury most of the way through the season. Achilles tendon. He was out for like 6 months or whatever. And we sort of never really sort of found that player to take over from him in the centre. Or never really had the quality and depth for someone to take over in the centre. But when he was playing, it was sort of hit and miss at times this season. Because I think I've changed the roles up a little bit. He's sort of a little bit further back now. But hopefully next season he can find his scoring boots again, because he did really well the last few seasons, 17 and 14, only got 3 this year. So next 2 seasons, if he can find those sort of heights again, we'll hopefully have a good chance to see how he gets on. So I think that's it more or less for centre midfield. If we look at attacking mids, which we're going to start on the right hand side, it's mainly going to be Campos. That's all we've got now, because we sold everyone else, not by choice, but issues. Technically excellent. Technically, that's physically pretty decent. Mentally, he's good for his age at 18. He's wanted as well by a load of teams. And we'll see how he gets on this season, because we got Ruiz. I think it's Ruiz coming in to be the main player, and then Campos going to be the backup, because it's going to be a decent player for us, and I reckon he's going to take another season or so to improve a couple more areas, and he's going to be a quality player and one to keep a very close eye on. I think that right wing's going to be somewhere next season where we've got the more quality now. We've got more quality, because left wing we've only got Manuel Ramirez, who is a world-class winger. He is absolute quality, and I'm absolutely delighted we got him for such a cheap fee of 6.25 million. Okay, he's not as good a season as he's got 16 assists and 5 goals last year. This year he's got 9 and 1. Mainly because I pulled his role back a little bit. If he was still playing in the higher up, he probably would still be getting those higher ratings and that. But he's still doing a good job, and he's a quality player. He's going to do well wherever he plays. And one, I'm quite delighted we got him for such a cheap fee. Who else played really? Ishmael Alvarez in our cam role. He's 16. Looks like he's going to be a quality player. He's got some very good stats as it is. And to be honest, I probably shouldn't have thrown him in the deep end as much as I did. But in the league, he had 9 games this season. He didn't score any goals or get only 1 assist. But in the other couple, the non-competitive in the Spanish under 21, he got like 32, 24 in the under 19 group, 32 in the non-competitive in that. So he's a good player. He's got the finishing to be a quality player in the division, and hopefully he's going to take over from Sergio next season or so from that role. Just I think I threw him in a little bit too early. I think that more or less covers our cam positions. And it only leaves us with our 3 strikers. We'll start off with Sands. Had an injury, didn't really do a lot. I don't quite know how much better he's going to get. He is very raw in a few places, which is a little bit iffy, and I don't quite like it. He's not had the greatest season. He's got 14 assists and 11 goals, so he didn't do too badly. It's just I would like to see a bit more from him when he does play. It's either he turns up or he doesn't turn up. So I don't quite know what player we're going to get. And then have a look at Pedro, who is going to be a quality player as well. Physically good, mentally good, technically can improve, but everyone can improve in places. But it looks like he's got the ability to improve and be a top quality striker for us. He's capped under 20 for Spain, so quite pleasing there. He's not at the greatest in terms of, he had 15 games, 7 goals, 3 assists for a 19-year-old. That's not bad. Would like more, but he's young. He's going to not be the best player in the world yet. If he can keep improving, that's all I ask. If he keeps improving on his goals per season, okay, he's got 5 in 20, but as long as he gets more goals each year, that's all I'm going to ask from him. Which brings us to the man of the team, Juan Carlos Hernandez, who, as it says, world-class striker, the best player in the team, and the player that pushes us forward every single game. And we're gutted if we ever lose him to an injury. And he's just been top quality. I don't need to say anything about him. He's just the best player in our team, probably one of the best players in the division. So we've had him for 4 years, and he's been absolutely monstrous. He's getting better every year. First year, 14 goals, 5 assists. Didn't know if I was going to sign him. Next year, a couple more games, 27 goals, 8 assists. So even better there. Got him in on a 39.5 million deal. I think was his release fee. 38 games, 23 goals, 11 assists. Yeah, And this season, 38 games, 31 goals, 7 assists, 9 man of the matches. Average rating's not been as good, but I don't care. Okay, it's better than last season, but it's not the best he's had. But he is absolutely prolific when he's on form. And I think he set a new goal scoring record for our team this season, and is just going to keep getting better. He's only 23. He's not even at his peak yet. He's got another 2 years before even at his peak sort of age, where he's going to be playing to his best potential. And I don't know what to do if we don't have him. He signed a new contract till 2030, so he got a 5-year deal because he wanted to go to Monaco, but they were offering him more money. Said he'd offer him more money. Okay, fine. How much do you want? I'll pay it, just because I want to keep him here. And that's quite simply what I did to get him here, keep him here. That's all I wanted, was keep Hernandez in our team, because he is a staple of our whole team, really. Let's put these all back on, because in terms of how we are in terms of position, this is how I work stuff out in my head. We've got top quality striker. Midfield we're sort of lacking at the minute. Left wing we got quality. Deep line playmaker in the role. Anton's probably going to be our best player there. Centre mid, Naki. So I've looked through. These are my 4 best positions at the moment in the team that I find, and that's where I feel we're gonna have to improve other areas. I don't quite know what I'm tangenting onto. That's not even a word, but I'm going with it. So I know for a fact we need a better goalkeeper. I knew for a fact we needed an extra right winger, which we've already sorted. Centre mid, Hurst is probably going to be the player in there. Cam is probably going to end up being Sergio, which we could technically improve, but we'll see how he gets on. Winger, we're going to sort. Other centre backs, Charles, quality player, excellent. Other half of the centre back, Pascal, could improve, and we could really do with a good backup, established backup or second striker to play along Hernandez. So there's a few areas we can improve and look at, because we'll go through the transfer in just a minute, because Ishmael will be on the bench, Pascal will be there, and Campos will be there as well. I'll sort of move these around. I'll do all this later. It's sort of my thought process more than anything, is how I work through sort of thinking, right, where do I need to get a player, where do I need to improve. You could also, if you wanted, go for the comparison screen, not that one, squad depth screen, and go through here, sort of see, like, right wing we know we've got no one, left wing we got 2, goalkeeper don't really improve, got centre back we got 2 quality ones, then we're it drops off a little bit. Defensive mid we got alright, could definitely improve, same with centre mid, and same with striker, we got quality, then we got a couple of sort of not quite there and still learning. So yeah, let's sort of jump quickly. We're sort of running on quite a bit now into transfers, because we've got some deals coming in. Ones we've already sorted. First one being Angel Pastor. One already signed. I showed you him already. Looks a quality centre back already. He's 25, so he's established. Been around the block quite a few times. He's not the quickest in the world, but he's strong. He can head. He can jump. He's got good decisions. His positioning is good, and he can tackle, mark, and head the ball. Just what I need from a centre back. Lovely. Getting him on a free, so don't even have to do anything there. Next one was Jonathan Munoz Ruiz, the right winger, who we've signed for the release here, 49 million. Ridiculous, I know, but he's quality. How's he finished the season? In terms of the overall season, he's done 19 goals in 50 games with 15 assists. 7.25 average rating for Sporting, who are second in their division. absolutely quality player, I reckon, and going to be a staple on that right hand side. He's going to be a little bit deeper, but that gives him more chance to run at defence. He's quick, so he should be able to get past players. He can dribble and he can cross. Can't ask too much about that, can you? So he's going to be one. He's capped at full level as well, so he's a quality player. Next player on the list is coming in from Espanyol for 7.5 million. I mean, wow, Martin. Quality signing. He had a release fee of 11 million. I thought, let's just throw in a bit of that 7 and see what they say. And they went, yes. Right, okay. That was a bit unexpected, but for a goalkeeper, he looks quality. He's compared to Portilla, he's just better all round. And Portilla is the same sort of age. Okay, we're going to pay him a bit more, but I'm not too fussed about that. And hopefully with a couple of better defenders in front of him, he's going to do him better. He's not eccentric, so that's fine. He's got good reflex, he can kick and handle the ball, so I'm quite actually pleased to get him in for that sort of fee as well. He's got good years ahead of him, and definitely one to keep an eye on. Next one, another 7.5 million baht from Corba, is Sebastian Duran, who is a centre midfielder. He looks quite decent. He's only 19. He looks like he can be quite a decent player. Physically, he's good. Jumping's the only real issue there. And mentally, he's pretty decent. Leadership and concentration aren't the greatest, but it's not too bad there. And technically, he's pretty good. His passing is good. His long shots are good. His first touch is good as well. But it's the determination and decisions that really stood out, along with the vision and the passing. If he can pull a few decent passes off, I'm not really going to argue if you can pick out Hernandez and whoever else is playing up top. So yeah, I thought I'd just bring him in. He looked quite decent. I thought, yeah, he's not going to be too bad. And the good thing is, we've still got about 19 million to spend. But they gave us like 49 million to spend overall, and the wage budget was about 10 grand a week over what we are currently spending. So I had to juggle that around a bit, and not too bad, to be honest. We got in some good players and definitely some room to improve a couple of other areas as well. So we're gonna sort of call it there, guys. We're sitting at 27 minutes now, so I'm probably gonna leave it there. If not, I'll be babbling on for a bit longer. So thanks for watching. If you've enjoyed, smash the like button and subscribe button. Leave a comment down below on where else you think we can improve, where to look at, what you think of the players we've got, the players that are coming in, and where do you think we're going to do next season. So thanks for watching. Catch you later for the next episode, and I'll see you for the start of next season, guys.